Hello everybody, welcome to the channel today. If you're a subscriber and have no idea what this channel is, that's fair enough. You'll understand in just a moment, but if you're brand new here, welcome. It's great to have you. So, a few years ago, if you are a returning subscriber, you may remember a channel, Hildreth TV Movies. I just kind of unwrapped a few Blu-rays, did some surface level film reviews, and yeah, I kind of fizzled out of that a little while back, and I've just kind of been building up to making something of a comeback. So, what we're going to do. So, what does this comeback mean? Well, it's going to be bigger than ever, that's for sure. We're in a brand new city now, in Toronto instead of Newcastle, so, you know, there's a lot more of the film world going on here, a lot of regular early fan screenings and such, which is always helpful with the channel, so we can get straight in and review some of the biggest films that are coming out. And then since I personally last visited this channel, what's happened to me, my waistline shrunk, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but on the flip side, the hairline's gone a little bit. Just looking back on some of the old videos where I had a nice full set of hair, now that was nice. I'll give the old channel that. But, you know, we're going to look to the future here, not to the past. Except when we look at old films, obviously. So you may be wondering, if I'm not going to be doing what I did last time, what am I doing? That's a good question. Something I ask myself in life every single day. What am I doing? So, we are going to be regularly looking at new releases, reviewing those as and when they come out, maybe some of the bigger talking points of the year, some of the big blockbusters, or whether it's a smaller independent film. We will look at absolutely anything on this channel. There is no film which is off limits, within reason. So with this, we're also going to be doing some deep dives. We've got some video essays on the way. You know, some films that I would really like to maybe look at central themes, or maybe look at the camera work of a specific film, or some of the technical aspects of it. Who knows? Whatever the film is, the content will be tailored directly towards that. So we've already got a few of those in the pipeline, a few running up in the noggin already. So you may be wondering what else we've got going on, because there is going to be so much more than that. Now that I have graduated from a film degree at university, I'm going to be maybe turning a few of my academic pieces into like video essays themselves, which should be interesting. And I promise when I say academic essay, if you're a film fan, it's not going to be boring. We're also going to be starting a series called The Best the Worst, where we'll just have a look at some of what's regularly rated as the worst films of all time, see if we can find any redemption in them whatsoever, see if we can, you know, find any enjoyment within them, or maybe look at exactly why they're bad. But the thing is, with those kinds of videos, we're not going to be going overly serious on them. We are going to be having a bit of a laugh when it comes to something like The Best of the Worst. Might have a drink or two while we watch the film to help gather the best thoughts possible in the mindset that you should watch these films in. So we've got an exciting, well, I say an exciting one to start. Exciting's not the word, but it should be an enjoyable video. And since the channel was last active, which was about 3 years ago now, YouTube have introduced little short videos, which is actually going to be very helpful with an idea that I had. So we're going to be looking at some short films, but reviewing them in the format of YouTube shorts. So that should be interesting. We're going to have one of those coming later in the week to get going. And we're also going to be doing another series which I'm quite looking forward to, called In Defense Of, where I take films that I like but the general consensus, whether that be audiences or critics, weren't so fond of, and I'm going to be putting my case across of why I defend these films. And these aren't just going to be little 5-10 minute videos of me going, well, I like it because it's good. You know, this is going to be looking deep into maybe the story, the characters, just anything that I find within these films, and that's something I'm very excited to do, something which, as I say, goes against the general consensus, and that helps broaden the opinions, because on this channel there is no film that's off limits. We will watch absolutely anything within reason. Let's just clear that up. And of course there'll probably be a few tier lists and rankings and such, which, you know, they're always a fun time on, and I've got so many lists I've already made on my letterbox, so why not turn them into videos, have a bit of fun with those. There's one last series I'd like to start called Hidden Gems, where we'll look at films which not too many people know about, or have flown very much under the radar, and just to help give them some exposure, and maybe even some of them help find a brand new audience, because that's what it's all about here. But generally, what we're going to do on this channel is just have a bit of fun with all of this. Of course, things like the deep dives will get serious. Some of the themes and topics that we'll be exploring in those videos will be a lot more serious, but overall, when it comes to, reviewing films and such, we're just going to have a grand old time here. So you may be wondering what else we're going to have on the channel, because I did say it was going to be bigger and better. We're going to have some ambitious green screen, maybe some pyrotechnics, a motorbike chase, why not add in a Broadway style musical number, and like everybody loves in films, why don't we just have a bit of gratuitous violence here as well? As I said, it's going to be a fun time. So thank you so much for stopping by the channel. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you really, really don't like the content and you really don't like me, then it's on you. Unlucky. So please stick around. We're going to have so much new stuff coming in the next few weeks. So much that I'm excited to do and talk about. And I just have to end this by saying it's great to be back. Stay tuned.